Siren got about a minute and a half outside. Ever since we brought her back in, she's been racing around the house like a fruit cake. She's just all over. She's a little dervish. Not that this is too much different than her at 3 o'clock in the morning. So hello, and welcome to Dommy Tries This. I hope you brought your cuppa. Today's coffee mug is my Christmas cats. It says Meowie Christmas on the inside. Meowie Christmas. I know it seems a little early for this, but we'll get into all of that in a minute. In our Meowie mug, which was, of course, picked up for me from my daughter, Zora, eat more quietly, is the Casting Whimsy Wonderland Butterfly Pea and Apple Herbal Blend Tea. Kill them this way so you don't get flashed by this bright, shiny silver. This has organic apple pieces, lemongrass, butterfly pea flower, raspberry leaf, rose petals, and oat straw. Oat straw, that's interesting. Anyway, so I just started steeping it. This is going to taste a little different than it would probably normally. It's a really interesting color with the milk in it. I think pea flower is actually supposed to start off kind of blue. This is more of a bluey, kind of a greeny blue, I guess. It's kind of on the lighter side. I'm not going to really get the flavor that probably unaltered and just sweetened. We ran out of white sugar, so I put in light brown. We'll see what happens. Let's just go ahead and give this a sip so we can get started. Not getting much on the scent, but it just started steeping, and I think this is one of the ones that takes a little longer. Oh, I'm not mad at that. Yeah, I got a tea thing. It's a chunky tea. Unfortunately, one of my tea steepers is kind of broken. And one is missing, and the third is waiting for another cup of tea later. So, anyway, that's nice. That is actually really nice. I can't wait to see what that flavor is going to be like a little later. Because you guys know how these videos go. Anyway, so today I'm kind of doing a get ready with me. When I do my readings, I actually do 2 chapters at a time. And I started thinking that it just might be interesting to go ahead and, do the look for those readings. You're going to get this look long before the readings of these particular chapters. This is going to be for chapter 11 and 12, I believe. Yeah, 11 and 12. That's what this look is for. However, we're just going to go ahead and get ready together. And I've chosen 2 palettes. I think I mentioned that in the start of the Get Ready With Me. And that is the Nomad Whistler Snow Lodge and the Nomad Home for the Holidays. This was their 2021 Christmas release, I think. And then I also have 2 Moira Star Shadow pots. Amazing stuff. I am already starting to fall apart a little bit on this corner, so I'll fix it up when we go ahead and show you the whole look later. I'm also still sniffling from the cold and allergies and change of weather and all that stuff, so I hope you will forgive me if I don't quite catch all of those to edit them out. In the meantime, let's go ahead and if you're interested in this look, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm actually going into this one with a bit of a plan. I have 2 palettes. I have the Nomad Whistler Snow Lodge, which I think they recently put on sale with a whole bunch of other things. They're just sort of clearing out old stock so they can get ready for some new palettes. There's nothing wrong with the brand. I had someone panic on me on Messenger saying, "What's going on? Are they okay?" They're okay. They're clearing out some stock. So I don't know if this is still available, but I think most of the colors in here that I'm going to use, you could probably find in another palette. I'm also using their limited edition Home for the Holidays palette. That was from 2021. Yeah, because it's 2023 and 2022's palette I did not like. Anyway, then we have 2 pots from Moira. They're Star Shows. I have the green and I have a black or gray, I guess. As you can see, remember I told you guys I would try the NBA, the black base again. So what I did, because I'm not, and both of the bases I'm using are from NBA. They're not that expensive. It's, they do really decent in terms of coverage. Sorry about that. But as you recall, I didn't like what the black did up here. It just made it all too dark. So what I did is I just took the white base up top and just have the black go across my lid. And we're going to see how that works. I do, like I said, have a plan today. I don't have my brushes out yet, but I have a plan today. I have a plan, I swear. So, we're going to start with the Whistler. And I'm going to grab this champagne-y ski in to put in under my brow. And across the top. All the way up, all the way up. It is very odd going into this with a plan. You all know me. I don't usually come in with a total plan. I have a plan. Anyway, yeah, so there we go. Which means I can go ahead and just do the one eye. And then do the other eye off camera. And then come back. Oh, we're already starting. That's not cool. That's not cool. Okay, so now I'm going to grab one of my things here. I'm going to get it wet. You can probably find this color in another palette somewhere too. I just happen to really like the Nomads, and they generally work really well on my eyes. Not always, but generally. The newer palettes in particular. And I'm going to grab this red Friends and put that on my inner corner. Just grab some of that, and we're going to put that over that black, which I think kind of deepen it up, but, and we're just going to go a little bit over a third of the way across. Just a little bit. Get the center corner. Nomad is so nice. Their colors just, in general, just go on so well. I just love them. I've had a few things not go well, but not very many. I really wish that they would come out with some nice blushes and highlighters. Not their disco highlighters, but some regular highlighters and some bronzers. That's what I would like to see. All right, so that's across there. All right. Then I'm going to grab a flat brush. Flat brush, found it. Okay. Being blind is sad. And we're going to take the Moira Star Show in Shock. That's the color. These are all out. These are so nice. They go on so easy. They really do. Using a brush, I'm not getting it wet at all. I don't need to. I'm going to use my little China Queen mirror for this. Anyway, these are really, really nice. They're very soft, very pigmented. And they're not really a liquid or a cream, but they're just really amazing. Of all the eyeshadow, Moira's eyeshadows have always been hit or miss. These Star Shows are amazing. I highly recommend them. And we're going to put this green across. No spray. See how easy that went on? Literally no spray. I really want them to expand their colors. And we're going to go all the way back. And cover just basically the center of the lid to just a little bit over our 1/3 line again. Oh, I really like that over the black. That's neat. That's neat. You saw how easy that went on? It went on just amazing. The star shows are amazing. I highly recommend them. And they're not that expensive. Moira's not that expensive. They've got some good things. I'm not a big fan of their eyeshadow palettes. Slight interruption. All right, so we're going back to the Whistler palette. And I'm going to get this dark blue matte Nomad and put that on the outer corner. Hairs. Hairs! It is hard to tell with this dark black base if that blue is really going on there. It is. It's Nomad, so it is, but it's hard to see. So. Okay. And then I'm going to do a light brushing over the edge of that green so that line is a little less defined. There we go. There we go. Like that. I'm also going to grab another brush real quick. And I'm going to see if I can smudge out the line between the red and the green too. I may actually need to apply more of a color. More color. We are starting to lose just a little bit of that red in that crease. But I think that did it. It's a little less, I mean, there's still a line there, but it's less harsh. Let's go with that. Okay, so this is the only color I think anyone might have a trouble finding in another palette, and that's because it is a duochrome. And that is this color Ski Bum. It's supposed to be a blue purple. We're going to put that and of course cat hairs. Of course. Okay. We're going to put that and do the point with that. Going over that champagne, going up to that red, and then going up into the up into the back end along the brow. Up there. I think it's supposed to be a purple. It might be a pink. I'm not certain. And I'm just going along this edge again, going down towards the red, basically fluffing it out a bit. Again, trying to get rid of any particular solid lines on that. It's a little different. I mean, it's the same setup as usual for me, but it feels a little different. It looks a little different. Anyway, so finally, last but not least, we are going to grab that grayish black from Moira. This is going to go in my crease and into the outer area like I do over here. I'm using my pointed Complex Culture Complex, can't even remember. They don't exist anymore, which makes me mad. Love these brushes. Really appreciate the Ipsy ladies that had some for me. Anyway, this is going to go in the crease and back. Look at how easy that went on. Oh, these colors are amazeballs. Look at that. Went right in there. I don't even have to do anything else. I'm going to go down just a little bit, about halfway above the red. There we go. Oh, I like that. And then very quickly, we are going to grab a round brush, a fluffy brush. Going to take this Moda Dragon brush. And again, we're just going to go along this edge to smudge it out just a bit. And then I'm going to grab a little bit more of that blue from the palette, the light blue, and I'm going to go over the top of the edge of that because the black started to wipe it out a bit. Have to check all these brushes and grab the right one. Okay, so we're getting that ski bum and going up over this upper edge, which is giving us a beautiful little purplish cast over that black. I like that. I really like that. Okay, so I'm going to go and finish the other eye, and then we'll come back and close everything up the way we usually do. See you soon. Okay, so here is our finished look. As you saw in the beginning, I am struggling with my left corner. It's being a mess. Let's show it to you. If there's holes, I apologize. Alrighty, so some things I did to finish this look up. One of them you can't see because it got completely washed out by the whole mess that's going on. I used the Sorich Glow Light in the inner corner. It was very pretty. It disappeared because my eyes. For underneath my eyes, I started with this green on the inner corner on the lower lash line, went to this blue about the middle back, and then this purple just on the very corner and then along the bottom there. I didn't do much else in terms of repair or changing anything. I'm actually pretty pleased with this look overall, despite the fact that things are falling apart. I think it's a really nice look, and I think by changing how I use the black base and just putting that on my lids instead of all over, I think that really actually enhanced the look itself. It didn't make under the eyes too dark. It made them nice and bright up here like I like for the most part. We do have some shadowing where the blue and that charcoal color meet in here. But other than that, the upper part is nice and bright. Across the lid, I love how these colors showed up on the black base. They're bright and shiny, but they're not really light and bright and shiny, if that makes sense. These colors would all be very, very much brighter, much lighter, if not on that black base. And I really like how that black base just did a thing. It did a thing. I'm actually very pleased. Overall, when I first saw how it was finishing out, I was a little concerned, but now I'm really, really, really happy with it. Not as happy with my hair today, but I'm really happy with the look. Anyway, if this is still available, well, regardless, I will list this down below. This was limited edition. It's definitely gone. However, most of the colors that I used in both of these, you should be able to find in other palettes. The only exception would be the the ski bum, which is a pink, purple, blue shift, kind of. There you can see, there's the purple shift. That charcoal really brought that purple shift out. So you'd have to find a light blue purple shift for that, or just go with a light blue. Just, you know, a shimmery light blue that doesn't have a shift. I'm sure that'll be fine too, you know, or whatever colors you want to do instead of what I did. I mean, that's fine too. Anyway, so that was it. We were just going to do a get ready with me. And like I said, I'm thinking about since I'm doing 2 chapters with each look, I'm thinking about doing the looks and having the looks come up in between the chapters. We're going to be behind, or I guess doing the get ready with me will be ahead of when the chapters come up, because I don't think the chapters 11 and 12 are coming up until mid-December, for which this look really works. We're beginning November now, so, you know, this work really works for a December reading. But you know what? I always seem to get in that Christmas mood right around now. We don't really celebrate Thanksgiving around here. We normally do a sort of indigenous celebration the day after, but I think if we do it this year, it's going to be very toned down. We're changing out on Christmas this year as well, giving me a break from it. So, but I'm still in that mood that I get into that festive mood. I really am a Christmas person. To me, Christmas is family, and so early looks for Christmas is not a big deal to me. Anyway, so that is it for the day. You'll have to let me know down below how you feel about the look, what you think about the look itself. And if you're interested in more of these Get Ready With Me's, we're going to try them for a little while and see what happens. And I will try not to use stuff quite so frequently that's discontinued. Although I also have pulled out a lot of my Christmas stuff, a few other things in too. But I've pulled out my Christmas stuff to start using now, as well as a few fall palettes. So we'll be seeing a few of those along the way as well. But I will try to use fewer of the limited edition or the stuff that's being sold off or whatever, so that hopefully if you are interested in what you see, you can go ahead and get them. The Moiras are available, always available. They're not very expensive. I think they're $10, if that. So a lot of their stuff, price points around $7.50. So they're very affordable. They've got beautiful colors. I really want to see them expand the range. Really want to see them expand the range on these colors. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And as you saw, they go on like a dream. No glitter glue, no setting spray. You don't even have to use don't even have to just use your finger. You can use a brush. They apply beautifully. Highly recommend them. Anyway, that is it for the day, and I hope you like what you've seen. And if you do, I hope you will go ahead and, you know, do the YouTubey things. Help us out here. Like, subscribe, comment, you know, share, all of that stuff to get us a little bit more, you know, attention on the algorithm. I'd really appreciate that. We also hope that maybe you'll consider getting us a cup of tea. That link is also down below in the description box if you want to help us out around here. And yeah, that's about it. So we're going to go ahead and give our tea a sip and get on out of here. We tried to keep this one short. I'm going to try to keep all of these particular Get Ready With Me short. If I can stop fumbling my words. Tea. Let's taste the tea. I think the tea has been going long enough. Okay, it didn't strengthen up that much, but I don't mind. I like this one. I like the flavor of this one a lot. Wow. Y'all know I don't take 3 or 4 sips in one thing. I am definitely gonna have to look for this to repurchase it. Gonna have to use this up, put this in my little bag of repurchases and consider getting this again, because that is a beautiful tea. All right, so I love you, my daughters, my girls, and I love you, my dragonettes, and I hope you have a good one.